My name is Javnika and my partner name is Aaron, and we will be talking about preventing defensiveness in others. Jack Lipp studied the relationship between communication and interpersonal climates. He identified communication that promotes defensive climates and those that foster supportive climates. There are 6 pairs of contrasting messages that may either lead to confirming or disconfirming messages. Using confirming messages and avoiding disconfirming messages encourages positive relationships. This is the list of gives 6 pairs of defensive and supportive behavior. Evaluative communication. It includes the statements that come across as judgmental, which often involve harsh tone. Statements are you statements which put other person on the defense. On the other hand, descriptive communication focuses on the thoughts and feelings of the speaker instead of judging the listener. It describes him or her rather than just judging it, often involve I statement.
Evaluation versus description. You shouldn't have done that. In opposed to I wish you hadn't have done that. You have no discipline in opposed to you're running late. You did the right things in opposed to I don't understand how you come up with that idea. You don't know what you're talking about. Those jokes are disgusting. In opposed to when you're telling off color jokes, I get really embarrassed. Control and problem orientation.
Control is basically when a sender tries to impose a solution on the receiver with a little regard of how that person feels. Whereas problem orientation involves both communicators seeking a solution that is equally satisfying. Control versus problem orientation. Well, I like the Honda more than the Ford you want, and it's my money that's going to pay for it. So this is an example of control when one person is imposing their solution on the other person. It seems that we have really different ideas about how to spend our vacation. Let's talk through what each of us wants and see whether there is a way for both us to have a good vacation. Strategy and spontaneity. Strategy involves the use of manipulation in order to get someone to behave a certain way, whereas spontaneity is the use of honesty to get others to behave in a certain way. Now, strategy versus spontaneity. So these are some examples of strategy and spontaneity. Remember when I helped you with your math last semester? Here is a person is manipulating in order to get something. Would you help me with my English assignment? I'm struggling for a topic. Whereas here a person is being honest and telling what they want from other person.
Neutrality versus empathy. Neutrality. A neutral attitude shows a lack of concern for other. Empathy, showing an understanding for what the other person is going through. Examples of neutrality versus empathy, like what I think really matters, or move on, and opposed to it sounds like you really feel uncomfortable with your job, or I don't care, it doesn't matter to me, and opposed to I don't blame you for being worried about this situation. Superiority versus equality. Superiority. When people act as if they are better than others. Equality. When people behave as though they are equal to everyone else. Examples of superiority versus equality. I know a lot more about this than you do. You just don't have my experience. And opposed to, I want to hear what you have to say about this. Or, is this the best you can do? And opposed to, let's tackle this problem together. Certainty versus professionalism. Certainty. Messages that tell the receiver that the sender's mind is already made up. Not open to suggestion. Professionalism. Willing to acknowledge other point of view even if they feel they have already made up their mind. Involve keeping an open mind. Examples of certainty versus professionalism is this is the only idea that makes sense, and opposed to one way to look at it is. In conclusion, in this video presentation we covered evaluation versus description, control versus problem orientation, strategy versus spontaneity, neutrality versus empathy, superiority versus equality, certainty versus professionalism. Hope you enjoyed the presentation and thanks for watching.